Hey guys, welcome to Island 2. Go ahead and grab your hero, set her on strong, use the ability every time it refreshes. We'll go ahead and put out a boat. We'll make it a 022 marked on strong. Remember, this boss needs camo detection, so make sure everything you put out can detect camo. We're then going to go ahead and place out a spike factory. We're going to make them mob shredders. They're all going to be 0, 3, 2. You can mark them on close, and as the boss passes, you can turn around and mark them on smart so it goes towards the back end of the track. You can also sell the boat that we originally placed as it passes as well too. What we're going to save up for is going to be a T5 Ice Monkey, a 520, because it can detect camo and it's going to be very effective. It's cheap for the tier 5, and with it being a T5, it's also going to be super powerful against the boss in the early rounds, but we need to be able to save up for it. So that's why we're going to continue spamming these mob shredders. All of them are going to be 0, 3, 2. And then when the boss gets towards that little island where it's sticking out, that's when we'll want to create that T5. This is going to get you well over 100, but with a few modifications, you can go ahead and create multiple paragons. I was trying to save up towards the end to create a boat paragon. You're going to see with the water space that we can continue generating income very quickly. This is going to be a super lazy strategy as well. You're not going to have to do a ton of micro. Once we start getting T5s, we're just going to slowly generate income and then just continue creating T5s. You can place out a druid as well to help with the balloon cleanup and make it a 130 for any of the balloon leakage. As soon as it gets ready to pass, or you'll have enough with all of the mob shredders you created, you can go ahead and sell all of the mob shredders or the majority of them and create that T5 Ice Monkey as quickly as possible. So as the boss comes down and it hits to where that Ice Monkey is, then you want to upgrade it all the way to a T5 to a 520. You're going to want to pair this with a helicopter and make it a 240. This is strictly to move the Ice Monkey within range of the boss at all times. So immediately place out that helicopter, make it a 240. As the boss passes, use the helicopter ability. That way you can move the Ice Monkey within range and not having to sell and then rebuild. We're then going to go ahead and start on our next T5. We're going to make it a T5 spike. It's going to be a 250. You can continue just letting money and it generate, and then once you have enough, you'll go ahead and upgrade that to a 250. Go ahead and grab your druid that we placed for the balloon cleanup and continue generating income, and then create that one as a T5 as well. So that's going to be a 150. You can move your Ice Monkey within range, and then also use a spike ability as it refreshes as well too to kind of help. The druid strictly to help with the balloon cleanup, because as we're already on round 50, we're going to have mobs and everything coming out, so it's going to help. We'll start working on our next T5. It's going to go ahead and be a MAD. We're going to make it a 250. You can just honestly continue generating income and let this speed forward until you have enough. After we create our MAD, we're going to have pretty much all of the T5s that we're going to need until we can start creating our Dart Paragon. So create the MAD, make sure it's within range of the boss at all times. If you put it on that rock where I put it at as well too, then it will have clear vision on the entire map. If you place it outside of that rock, you'll see where it has limited vision. So when you do place it, make sure you're mindful of your placement and placing it on top of that rock so it has the clear path on the entire map. We'll go ahead and start our middle path first for our dart. Make sure that as you place the additional ones that you cross path bottom path for camo detection. So in order to get the camo detection, you have to do the bottom path twice. Upgrade when you can and use the Paragon or use the dart ability, the middle path ability, whenever it refreshes. When it refreshes, it's going to create many super monkeys. If you don't create the bottom path twice so it can detect camo when they turn into many super monkeys, it's not going to target the boss. It's just going to do the balloon cleanup. So make sure as you're cross-pathing these, that way when they turn into it, it will do further damage on the boss if you cross-path that bottom path there. After you get the middle path upgraded all the way, you can go ahead and do the top path. If you have the monkey knowledge, you can turn around and go ahead and do the bottom path twice. I am going to do that. That way we can boost that Paragon and it will end up being a higher degree as well too. You can use the little island on the left-hand side, which I did for the Ice Monkey to move it within range of the boss, especially if you're putting a ton of the dart monkeys to turn into the mini supers as well. so that way it can continue with the damage and then you can move it. When you create all of the T5s for the dart, if you're following this exact strategy, you will end up having enough to turn around and pretty much sell and create the Paragon. So you'll be able to sell the Ice Monkey, the Mad, the Spike, the Helicopter, and then the Druid as well too, and you'll have enough. So as soon as you have enough, or as soon as you get all of your T5s out and you're ready to create, you can turn around and sell all the towers. I would keep a high tier tower out for the last sell just so you don't have balloon leakage. So either leave the Spike Factory out or even the Druid or the Mad. As long as you're leaving one of those out until the Paragon, you can create it. So sell the lower tiers like the Ice Monkey and the Helicopter first, and then sell the high tier one at the end. Once we create our dart Paragon, what I'm going to do is it's going to be a little tedious, but you can create several other Paragons throughout this entire map. So if you use the bottom path on the boat, it can generate income. So you're going to see me place that T5 as a 005 and then create a whole bunch of 004s. You can put up to 20 and they boost each other and then you generate income. So I'm going to speed this forward. As you see, I created my Paragon in plenty of time. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create the boat Paragon, which was 500,000. Honestly, if you don't do such a lazy strategy at the beginning and create your dart Paragon even quicker, you'll be able to have so many different Paragons. But I like to do high tier over 100 where it's little to zero micro. So after I created all of the 20 of them to maximize my income, I went ahead and created the top path and made sure I cross pathed it with camo detection, and then the middle path and cross path it with camo detection. I then was just letting my money generate income to get to the 500,000. The only other thing I placed was the Ice Monkey towards the back end of the map and made it a 205 to kind of help with the mob cleanup. But if you can place other towers and then turn around and sell them, and then that way it can help and the boss doesn't push forward. I was lazy. I thought I would hit the 500,000 easily before it hit the back, but it ended up pushing forward. And that's why my run ended so early. So feel free, modify this, and you can do the boat Paragon, or honestly, if you want to do the boomerang Paragon and then you can turn around and do other Paragons, it's completely up to you. With this map and being able to create the dart Paragon so quickly and then turn around and do the boat income, you're able to do so many different strategies and you can get such a high score on this, but this is just kind of a starter guide for you. As always, thank you guys so much. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to support me in-game, my in-game creator code is mthegoddess, just like my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys very shortly on Island 3. Bye, guys.